Hi guys, it's Jody. Today's video, I've got an idea. Oh, I always have ideas. But so I'm always doing my floating blooms on round canvases or, some square, something like that. And I had kind of an idea to do it on a really long one, but in the middle. And there's a few ways that I'm thinking of going about this, but I've got one in particular that I'm going to try today. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll get more into it as we start painting. So let's go get started. Right, we are gonna go over the color palettes, the cell activator, and the pillow, and then we will get started painting. So you're gonna recognize this color palette, but I am adding in one more color. So the first one is this little piggy Zeus. That's gonna be forthcoming in the next release, which is June 25th. And I've just got a little bit left. I want to use it, and I'll explain what we're going to do after I show you all these, but here's what that looks like mixed up. This is my Dutch Boy Joe Sonia, and then I have got PBO Studio Acrylics Iridescent Blue-Green, and I've got a big container of this mixed up. This is my Valspar Varathane Pouring Medium Mix. Here's what that one looks like. And then I've got Quinacridone Nico Azo Gold, Golden Fluid. Got just a little bit left of this. It's gotten quite thick on me, but we're gonna roll with it. It'll still work. This is Valspar Varathane Pouring Medium Mix. And then finally I have I've got these two paints mixed together. This is Permanent Violet Dark. And then this is PBO Studio Acrylics, the Iridescent Blue Black. And I've just got a little bit left of this one as well. And this actually has more of an iridescence to it. I started with this, mixing it with my pouring medium. This is Valspar Varathane, if I didn't say that already. And then I just added, a squirt or two of this the Golden Fluid, the Permanent Violet Dark, to come up with this color. I love this color with that kind of that blue black in the background there. But anyway, that's what this one is. So those are the colors. My cell activator. I have two cell activators. I've got my favorite gold. I've just got a tiny bit left, but I only need a little anyway, so I'm going to use the rest of this up. This is 4 parts Australian Floetrol, 1 part paint. The 1 part paint is 2 different paints that I like to mix together, about a half a part each. You can eyeball it, doesn't need to be perfect. The Atelier Interactive Pale Gold, and then the PBO Studio Acrylics Precious Gold. And if you need to see what any of this looks like, I take pictures of everything and I put it at the end of the video, and it's also listed in detail in the description box below, so in case you are missing what I'm saying here. And now my black cell activator. This is my Atelier Interactive Mars Black, mixed 4:1 with the Australian Floetrol. 4 parts Australian Floetrol, 1 part paint. So those are the 2 cell activators I'm going to use. And then my pillow, I have got a full container here. This is my PPG Multi Pro that we'll be using for a pillow today. So that's that. Now let's go paint. All right. This is a longer canvas. I've got a 12 by 24 gallery wrapped. This canvas, I've got it taped up just like this. It's just the normal sides, not the deep sided gallery wrap, but normally I usually will have these in my spinner box, but we're going to do a bloom in the center here. I've got an idea for something, so we're going to do it on my bench here and then move over to the spinner box. My idea is that Zeus, I want to kind of make it, I want to drizzle it as like a kind of a background. I had a vision in my head of doing a bloom that if you didn't see my video number, I think it's 103, it was the whimsical bloom. I'm getting a lot of action on that video and a lot of questions on that video. And so I thought I'd do another one, but just kind of, I did it on a hexagon in that video, and I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'll do my floating blooms on something round or square or hexagon. I've never actually done it on something so long like this, but My idea is to kind of just bloom it here and then pull it out appropriately, but then have some nice negative space, and then having that Zeus kind of in the background to kind of offset it a little bit. I originally was going to do like maybe a couple of mini blooms, but this isn't long enough, and I just didn't want it to be too busy. So that's the idea. We all know how ideas work here, but we're going to go with it. So I'm going to get this canvas flooded, and then we're going to start drizzling the paint, and then we'll bloom here. So I'll be right back. Got this all flooded. Got a pretty thin coat because I want it to open up just a little, but I don't want too much paint on here because then I have to get more paint off. my thing doesn't want to stay. So I've got the Zeus here, and oh my gosh, I'm just gonna drizzle in the middle as best I can while this decides to move on me. Come on. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know why this is moving. It's driving me crazy. I like that. I don't want too much because it is going to spread out a little. I think that's going to work out well. All right, now we're going to bloom in the center here. I'm going to bloom as close to the center as I can. So my first color I'm going to put down is the quinacridone nickel azo gold. I'm going to go right in the middle. I hope that's in the middle. Trying to not have this canvas move on me. I don't know why it's doing it. It's funny. It's making it a little bit more challenging for me. That's all, but it looks like that looks centered to me. Now I've got the iridescence, the blue green. And finally, my purple concoction. All right, I'm gonna put the gold on first. Like so. And then I'm gonna do the black. Like so. This is going to be a challenge to blow out since this is so Boy, that was a challenge. I need my straw for this middle. I just couldn't get to it. Trying not to get paint on me. Well, now I know why it works better on a round or a square piece blooming. It's very challenging to get into the middle of this. I'm gonna let this settle in, and we're gonna play around with it. So, all right, I wanna play around with this. I almost feel like I wanna do just some small little swipes, one going this way and one going this way. But I wanna pull all of this out and get the bloom set, and then I'll see if I wanna put those, a couple palette knife swipes in. Yeah, you know, I think I do. I'm just gonna do two small ones. I'm gonna do a couple of swipes, one right here and then right here, but they're gonna be small, and I'm gonna kind of drag them out just a little. All right, I've just got everything layered on there. The black selector, then the gold selector, then the purple, the blue, and the nickel bezel gold. And I'm gonna go just right. Yep. I'm excited to spin this out. I'm gonna meet you up at the spinner box, and we're gonna spin this out and see what happens. All right, here is what we got, and it stayed relatively in the center, so I just want to spin slowly and kind of guide it to how I want it to go, and we're gonna go from there. This is gonna come out more than this. I can see it already. All right, let's bring that back in a little. And I'm gonna move this down just so this moves out a little bit more. Or not. Okay. Let's move it back into the center a little. There we go, it's coming out now. Ooh, I kind of like that these are reaching the edge there. Perfect. But I want this coming down this way. I don't mind if the little tendrils come off here, but this side is beating this side. I almost want to move this down and bring it back just to help it along a little bit. There we go. Ooh, that looks kind of cool too. I'm going to keep it in the middle though. Let's do another spin on this. There we go. This is coming out now. Ooh, I actually like it this way. All right, I like it just like that. I'm not sure how I feel about the Zeus behind it yet. It kind of got a little bit more in your face, but I'm okay with it. I'm gonna let it dry because I can always go over it with acrylic markers. I'm already thinking of adding in some black lines in there to kind of tone it down a little bit, but the rest of it I absolutely love. So, and I love how it's just flowing out. So this, in my book, is a winner chicken dinner, and I love this orientation of it. So I'm gonna get cleaned up and I will bring you over for the flyover. All right, here we have it as a whole. I'm gonna bring you in. I've got my flash on to show you all the sparkly bits. I'm still reserving judgment on that Zeus because, like I said, I may actually draw in some black lines in there just to break it up a little. I don't know yet. Certain angles, I'm really digging it, but this bloom is just off the hook. Look at all those rainbow cells in there. That's why I love this combination. And I will never, ever get sick of it. I do love the flash of that Zeus. It's so pretty. And I like that I added a little bit more. It would have been, I think it would have been too much without these swipes here. Let's go check this one. I love this one too. And I love that it went off. Those cells right there are so cool. I cannot wait to see how this dries. Let me give you another angle at it too. Looking at it vertically, I really like it on the vertical now too. The more I'm looking at it, I love it this way, but yeah. All right, I'll be back once this is dried to show you the dried results. And here it is all dry. I can't get enough of this piece. I love it. I love how it's just bursting out of the center. You know, there's some other things I want to try with this, but this piece, you know, was pretty close to my vision. So I'm going to bring you in and kind of show you all the details, and we'll go over the orientations and we'll look at the shimmers in a little bit too. But I mean, I just love how this bloom opened up, and all those little tiny cells in there just stayed, and it's like they have their own little rainbow and their own little world in there. I absolutely love it. And I just love how all these tendrils just go off. That always gets me. And the swirls interacting too. And I'm really glad I added the swipes on either side, and I'm okay that they're a little bit different. I'm still not sure about these thick Zeus lines. Sometimes I dig them, and other times I kind of want to put either like a black or white lines in it just to kind of soften it up a little bit. I really like this swipe over here too, and how it kind of goes off. This looks like a dragon tail right there. I just love it. All the things you see in pieces. I absolutely love hearing what everybody has to see. So now let's check out the shimmers in this piece. It's super shimmer. And you get it into the right light. Not only do you have that Zeus, I mean, it's just gorgeous. And that Zeus, at first it looked copper to me, but in different lights and at different angles, it not only looks copper, it looks like a dark gold, and it looks bronze. So, I mean, it's just awesome. But that gold cell activator in there as well, and that iridescent blue-green, so pretty. I am absolutely digging this. Okay, let's go check out some other orientations on this piece. I really like it this way too. It doesn't look bad vertical. Let's try the other ways. This way isn't bad either. I'm kind of digging this. See, it goes well this way as well with the purple swipe on top too. I'm having trouble. My favorite horizontal orientation was the first one, but the vertical, I feel like both of them. Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts on the orientation in the comments below. So now I'm going to flip you around and give you my final thoughts on this piece. I really love this piece. I love it. It is a bit more simple with the bloom in the middle and then kind of the lines. I want to explore that some more with the swipes as well. So there's definitely going to be probably a few more of these in the future as I explore a little bit more with the ideas in my head. So, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on this piece. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.